Michael Cunningham's novel, The Hours, is a significant postmodern work that rewrites, reframes, and reimagines Virginia Woolf's Mrs. Dalloway. The novel digs into the lives of three women across different time periods, exploring their interconnected storylines in a single day. After the novel's success, a film, The Hours, was produced. There are similarities as well as differences between the book and the film. Both excel at interweaving the stories of Virginia Woolf in the 20s as she writes Mrs. Dalloway. Laura Brown, who is a pregnant mother and housewife in the 50s, finds herself trapped reading the novel. And Clarissa Vaughan, a modern New Yorker who is preparing a party for her sick friend, Richard. The narrative jumps between these lives, highlighting parallels and connections. The central themes of the novel are maintained also in the film. The core of The Hours lies in its intertextuality, echoing and responding to Mrs. Dalloway through character parallels, themes, and structure. The novel creates a conversation across decades, between texts, and even between authors, a central concept that the film adaptation carries over very well. Both explore main themes such as identity, time, love, mental illness, and mortality. They describe characters wrestling with their roles as women, artists, partners, or mothers, and filter these experiences through a clearly postmodern lens. The concept of time, in each story, is depicted within a single day, and it's central to both the novel's title and its structure, and this would be a direct translation to the film. They also show the struggles with depression and the attraction of committing suicide, particularly with Virginia Woolf and Richard. The novel includes moments where the story is aware or reflective of its own construction, blurring the lines between fiction and reality. A faithful film adaptation would struggle to maintain this fictional quality, even if visual and auditory means were provided rather than explicit narration. The film portrays the pressure of society on women in different eras, especially for Virginia and Laura, who feel forced by their domestic lives and roles. Although Clarissa seems to be more modern, she deals with her own existential anxieties. The hours of the title refer to the single day around which each woman's story revolves, but also to the passage of time and the awareness of mortality. Many of the key symbols from the book are present in the film, such as flowers, which are used by both Clarissa Dalloway, Clarissa Vaughan, and Laura Brown, through her husband, as a motif of beauty and preparation for a social event, but also implying deeper anxieties and unfulfilled desires. Water, which is also used to symbolize escape, death, and purification, particularly with Virginia Woolf's suicide by drowning. The act of writing and reading, which is a powerful symbol of creation, escape, and connection. Clocks that represent the passing of time. On the other hand, the adaptation from a literary text to a visual medium introduces differences in how these elements are presented. While Cunningham's novel, like Woolf's Mrs. Dalloway, relies on stream of consciousness and internal monologue to reveal the characters' thoughts, feelings, and past memories. Readers are immersed in their inner worlds. The film must adapt these. It recreates interior monologue or stream of consciousness through various techniques, such as voiceovers, close-up shots, and specific editing choices like time to convey the characters' internal states and perceptions of time. Regarding characterization, the literary form allows for detailed descriptions and a direct insight into the characters' minds, while in the film visuals and performance are used for characterization, allowing for further forms of characterization: actors' expressions, body language, costumes, and setting. The shades of identity, which is a key theme, is translated through the actor's representation and the film's visual language. In the novel, Clarissa's inner struggles, her insecurities about her identity, and her relationship with Richard and Sally are explored with greater detail. In the film, these complexities are implied rather than stated. The film shows Laura's unhappiness and her sexual awakening is present, but the novel offers a more comprehensive understanding of her suppressed desires and her radical decision to abandon her family later in life, which is more hinted in the film's ending. Clarissa Vaughan's daughter, Julia, has a more prominent role in the novel, offering another perspective on Clarissa's life, which is somewhat weakened in the film. While the tragic core resolution is the same, there are also differences. The novel concludes with a hint of redemption for Clarissa Vaughan, as she accepts the messiness of life, and the film feels more cyclical with Woolf's suicide. Based on the given sources, I believe the adaptation of The Hours was remarkably well accomplished, as the film manages to capture the essence and emotion of Cunningham's work. It also embraces the novel's postmodern approach and its complex relationship with Mrs. Dalloway. Although no movie adaptation can ever succeed in capturing the experience of reading a novel, The Hours manages to come very close. It interprets the central themes, figures, and emotional topography very well. The film also achieves tricky literary techniques like stream of consciousness and interior monologue to a pictorial and auditory degree.